Hey everybody, what is going on?
What's up,
Ryan,
Bob?
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's another midday unboxing. We're going to unbox a game for you and take a little break from our work day. And so today we're going to be unboxing Fort.
Yes, super excited about this game.
Yeah,
I have not played the physical copy, but we did play it on Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator. That's
Tabletop
right.
Simulator. Yep.
Yep. So actually, somebody from Leader Games actually showed us how to play this game. It was you and myself and Rick.
Yep, and that was
got to play this.
Gates.
Yeah, Gates
Yep.
did this for us, showed us how to play the game. It's really fun. So why don't you give us a little premise of what we're doing in this game, Bob?
Okay, so this is actually a deck builder, but it's got some really interesting mechanics in where when you are building your deck, you need to maximize your draw every time. Because unlike some other deck builders, when you don't use cards, they go back into your discard pile.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yep.
So in Fort, when you don't use cards on your turn, they actually go out into a tableau in front of your player board, and they are now available for other players in the game to actually acquire.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
It's interesting because you've got this almost reaction of like, I need to hold on to this card, but I don't need to use it right now. And so I've got to find a place. It's almost like you're finding a place to put the card so that nobody else can get it.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. So that's the thing. You need to maximize you're either using the card in the actual mechanic that you're doing for that turn, or find a way to get that card into your discard pile on that turn. Because if you don't, and that card is left in your hand, that card's bye-bye.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So this is, you may notice the art from another game called Root.
Yes.
Which is a huge hit. I liked Root. I wasn't a huge fan of Root. I've played it twice, I think. I like it. It's not a game I'll own. You actually own all of
I
Root.
own all of Root, everything that there is in existence of Root.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love that game. I love a game with good asymmetric player abilities and asymmetric goals in a game. So something I'm doing my game. I'm playing the same game, but I'm doing something completely different from everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what's inside. We've only played the digital version, so this will be nice to see the physical components. So let's see here. All right. So you are actually, the goal of the game is to build forts.
Yes.
You are children hanging out and basically enjoying their summer, I guess. It looks like you're in summer.
Yeah, it looks like you're in
assume
summer.
it.
I don't know if it actually clarifies that you are or not. But yeah, you are essentially teenagers, I guess, maybe tweens, teenagers, but you are collecting pizza and toys and stuffing them into your backpack and putting them in your fort.
Yeah.
So
one thing I love about it is the inlaid token areas.
The inlaid token areas,
I love that
awesome.
so much. Look at that.
It's great for those wooden tokens. They just fit right in there. Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to get player boards. These are different player boards. You'll see up here, it says the yard. Actually, the yard is where you're going to have to put your cards that other people are going to have access to. So,
yep.
And I like the fact that it's got the turn summary right there on your board, so you can remember what's going on. This way, you don't need another player card. So, all right. So you've got really awesome boards. You've got this board right here. This is your victory track right here. So
yeah, hold that up a little closer, right, so I can see that artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that artwork. That style.
It's so cool.
It really is.
Yeah. Back of the board.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I love it. So I love. Is this the skateboarder guy right there?
Yes.
Pretty awesome.
Yep.
So cool. So these are the different suits. This little player aid that you're going to get. These are the different suits. You've got skateboard, shovel, glue, crown, squirt gun, book, and then the coin. The coin is actually that's the wild, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The coin is the wild. And Ryan, just to interrupt you, I just want to show you, kind of spicy. Ryan has just been lazy.
That's true.
There will be more Friday night fights. Ryan has just
there will be more Friday night fights. We end up just getting to the end of the week and kind of being like, oh man, okay, we survived, but yes, more Friday night fights will be coming.
I just wanted to rub that in your face, so continue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So actions right here, and then you've got modifiers and things. So it's cool. It gives you a whole rundown. Everybody's got one of those. These are your tokens, which I love.
Yeah, the pizza tokens and the toy tokens.
It's screen printed.
Pepperoni.
Screen printed
pepperoni pizza tokens.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So you have that, and then you have the other thing is toys, which is basically a box of toys. So
very cool. Love the screen printing on those tokens.
Yes, you're going to be putting those items in there like this. So as you collect them, you'll be collecting them like that.
Yep, and then you'll be able to move them over into your backpack and store them in your fort. Then you have different fort levels down the bottom that you're actually trying to grow towards by putting certain requirements for resources to grow your fort to that level. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's going to keep track of your forts that you build. So each level of fort is going to require different items.
Yep. Different resources.
So, all right. So nice little insert right there. You've got this right here. So I did not use these cards very often. These are there's two type of cards. I forget the actual name of the cards, but at certain times during things on your board, when you cross certain things on your board, you're actually cards. That's what they are.
Yes. Okay. You're actually going to be able to draw those to have like a persistent perk for your player board or whatever. So
Yep.
But you have to do certain things in the game to actually get them.
That's right. So first player card right there. And then these are made up rules. Those are pretty cool.
Okay. We didn't talk about those. I don't believe that Gates mentioned those, but that's really cool.
Brought it up to us, but I don't know. I know I didn't use it at all.
It's also possible that I may not have actually been paying attention.
All good. Yeah. So we were playing a lot of digital games that week.
We were
trying to fit a lot in. So
and I'll tell you that this one stood out.
It really did. It
really did.
All right. So these are the cards. You're going to see a lot of different things. So this is that's going to be the kid's name down at the bottom. So you see Ace right there.
Yeah.
And then you see he actually has the coin right there. So that's the suit that he belongs to, which is wild. And then this is what he gives. Remind me if I'm thinking about this correctly.
No, you are correct. So when you play something in this game, you are giving the ability for other people to do the same action. So that's another element to this deck builder. And there are some other games that actually do that. I think, is it Gloria Rome might be one of the games that actually does that. So when you play a card down, it's actually a community action that people will be able to perform. And then the action underneath of that is particular just to you playing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you've got some that actually just give you two of the same suit. So that's the scrappers right there.
Yep.
So it looks like twins who are really into water guns. Right there. Love Blitz. Blitz is awesome.
Yeah.
He's all ready for the gunfight. So
a lot of iconography.
Really cool. Yes.
A lot of iconography in this game. So there was a small learning curve. However, they're very well printed and they're very easy to read. So Kind of Spicy says, how long does a session of this typically take? I think we'd like a 4-player game, probably, what's the box say, right? I'm going to guess an hour.
I would say an hour. So it says 20 to 40 minutes.
Okay. So 40 minutes, I would say on the
40 to 50.
on the long, like probably an hour And with learning time, you're going to have to calculate that in as well. So first time playthrough, 4 players, it's going to be a little bit of time.
We played a half game learning it and asking tons and tons of questions.
Yeah, tons and tons of
game
questions.
in 1 hour.
Yes.
So, I mean,
I remember that was on Tabletop Simulator as well.
Which adds to it, yeah. So this is Giggles. He spelt out butt in glue. So
nice. Yeah. But what I was saying was about the iconography. The good thing is it's very well printed. It's very visible, and there are really good player reference cards that you can see that tells you what the iconography does. Yep. So that's a good thing as well. Yep. Right there.
Yep. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm very, very excited to try this. So you've got all these different classifications of kids. The one thing, I guess the thing that I'm interested in is how are my teenage kids going to take to this? What are their thoughts going to be? Because I think all of my kids are into deck builders. They all like different deck builders. So my son loves Hero Realms, which is a deck builder. My wife loves Eldorado, Quest for Eldorado, which is her favorite deck builder. So we all love different deck builders. I'm just interested in seeing how this one will fit. Will the theme of, hey, we're kids building a fort, playing with the skateboards, collecting pizza and toys, will it connect with them, and will they have a good time with it? So,
I think that's one of the good things about this game is that it does have that theme that kids, younger teens can connect with, as well as being nostalgic as an adult. Because everybody remembers that time, you know what I mean? Like some people may look at this game like, oh, it's a kid's theme, it's pizza and toys. But honestly, everybody remembers that time. Everybody remembers having forts and, getting toys and pizza. Don't let that theme fool you. This is a very strategic deck builder. Very thinky deck builder.
I was surprised at the depth when we got into playing it. So Mike Hinson asked, what game would you compare this to? I know it's a re-implementation of...
It is a re-implementation of SPQF. It's a re-theme. I didn't play the original SPQF when it was released. It was a small Kickstarter release, so it didn't become as popular, I guess, as it should have after playing this version, because this is a really cool thematic, and the mechanics just so cool. Making sure you're playing the right card that's not going to give someone else an action that you don't want them to take, while matching up and maximizing your hand so you're not giving cards to other players as well.
Yeah.
What I would compare this to? Oh man, Mike.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
tough.
really unique. It is. Really
it's very unique.
Yeah.
So I think I've heard some people say Glory to Rome, but I've never actually played that game. So I guess maybe that with being the same action, putting cards down and maximizing your hand and giving people other players' actions off of the card that you play. So like essentially community actions and so forth.
What was unique to me is the fact that you're going to get those cards that are left over back into your discard pile, but the fact that somebody could come poach your kid from the yard, that was really unique, because I didn't really want to spend that kid, but I also didn't want to give up that kid, and putting him in the yard and not using him would have given somebody the ability to poach the kid from the yard. And I'm not, there's going to be turns where I'm not willing to give that up. So now when
I want that kid to be on my team.
Yeah,
Like you don't want to be friends with that kid anymore. He's friends with me now.
So there are actually some of the kids actually have a star.
They're your best friends.
Those are best friends, and those cannot be poached. If I'm remembering,
they cannot. They will not go into the yard. They will always go back into your discard pile. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a best friend.
A best friend card.
So so the best friend. So Flipper right here. Flipper's not going to be able to be poached because he has that
That star.
that star at the bottom of the bottom of his card. That's going to
Yep.
make sure that he stays. So he'll always, instead of
He'll-
going to
yeah.
the yard, he'll go into your discard pile.
He'll always be your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is really cool. So you've got, I remember I had Rusty. This was my favorite. Rusty was my best friend.
Was it the skateboarder guy?
No, Rusty's got a big old truck and he allows you to build a fort on your turn. So, which I loved having. So
Nice.
Rusty ended up coming back around over and over, and
Yeah.
he allowed me to build a fort, but didn't give anybody else anything.
Yep.
You know, which I loved having.
Yeah. Very cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm really looking forward to getting to play this, the physical copy, when we get a chance to, Ryan. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get some actual in-game, in-person gaming soon.
All right.
So this has been our unboxing of Fort from Leader Games. This is a really cool one that you definitely need to check out. So we'll be covering this on oneboardfamily.com in coming weeks. And so stay tuned. And hopefully we'll have some opinions from my kids who are teenagers. Can't wait to see what they think about the game. So, Bob, thanks for doing a midday unboxing. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
I love this.
The inside of the box.
Different symbols. Yeah, different symbols on the inside of the box.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can't even. That's not even coming through that good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word for it, Ryan.
Yeah, it's little things. It looks like a wallpaper, and it's
Okay.
really cool.
All right.
Little details. I love them.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right, man. Bob, until next time, we'll see you at the table.